Good evening, beautiful people. I pray that all is well. Just want to share a quick word from Psalms 19. I was reading the Word of God and I was reading up on Sarah and Abraham, and I also was touching on Deuteronomy earlier, but the Lord brought me back here. It says, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. I have sworn and confirmed that I will keep your righteous judgment." So, with the Lord taking me to several different places in the Word tonight, I just wanted to remind you that His Word and the Lord Himself is not one-dimensional. And I was reading through scriptures and asking God different things. And He answered me through the Word of God. And He asked me a question. He said, "Daughter, am I one-dimensional?" Now I know what one-dimensional means, but I went and Googled the meaning anyway. And I said, "No, Father." I answered Him automatically no, but I still looked up the meaning just to get a variable of the definitions that would come up, a variety. He says, "I'm not one-dimensional." So whenever you're in the Word, follow me like a child. He said, a lot of people come into my Word with preconceived notions. He said, a lot of people, because they have studied, have a set understanding. But he said, "Daughter, do I not have children in different countries, on different continents, with different beliefs, with different backgrounds, different ethnicities?" And I said, yes, Father." He said, "Well then, how could you ever believe that my word is one-dimensional? How could you ever believe that there's one meaning for one thing?" He said, "Daughter, do not follow me after your own understanding. Follow me like a child. It doesn't matter what you have learned or what you perceive you know. I am your Father in heaven, and you are my child. And as long as you follow me like a child, knowing that your understanding your comprehension can only go to a certain level, then you will always be able to live righteously, because you will be following me and listening to me, and you will be obedient." He gave me an example too. He said, "Daughter, if you went to if I told you, go to this high-class restaurant, you're going to have the best meal ever. You're going to go into that restaurant with the finest of linens, with the best perfume and the best hairdo. You're going to be beautiful because the expectation has been set that this is going to be a wonderful experience. But when you get there, the food is mediocre. The service is not up to par." Now he said, "I know you, Constance. I'm with you all the time. I know that you would go, you may be discouraged, and you would probably come back at a later time just to check, because you know what I told you, that you were going to have a great experience." He said some would go and get discouraged and lose faith. He said some people would go and say, "But the Lord told me that I was going to have a superb experience. How can the Father in heaven tell me that I'm going to have an excellent experience and I didn't?" He said those people are carnally minded, because I didn't tell them what date they would have the experience. I just told them that they should go and they would have that experience. Daughter, he says, follow me like a child and you will never be lost.